Hello. So first thing up, we're going to show you some different Excel formulas that you can do for text mining. So you can utilize these for your qualitative research after you've done some of your different coding. You can use VLOOKUPs, HLOOKUPs. So VLOOKUPs are vertical, HLOOKUPs are horizontal. And then there's a new XLOOKUP that's available in the upgraded Excel. So if you've got an old Excel, you might not be able to use XLOOKUP. But basically, XLOOKUP is the new and improved combination of V and H. And then there's the index match, which actually is my favorite because you can use multiple different matches in it. And then we'll go over some different text formulas. If you wanted to go through some different advanced features, there's a great YouTube channel, and I put it down here, but we will not have time to cover it in this Lunch and Learn, so I wanted to give you that option. So first, before we get into the VLOOKUPs, HLOOKUPs, XLOOKUPs, index match, I wanted to show you some criteria lists. So say you have your interview transcripts and you've done some different codings. In that YouTube channel that I showed you, you can go in and do some different frequency searches within your interview transcripts, but it's a pretty intense long process. So I just gave you that link to that. So say you've done some of your manual coding and you've got lack of motivation, isolation, disfranchise. You've already gone through and done these. And you've done your minor coding, your lower level coding, and then you want to go and do some categories and themes. If you have a list like this, the best thing to do is to go in and you can just look at your categories and themes, and you can go in and create these little drop downs. So how do you get those drop downs? So it's down here under data validation, which sometimes doesn't seem too intuitive, but basically if you go to data validation, when you first pull it up, this is what the screen's going to look like. And what you're going to want to do is go down to lists. And this bottom one is going to be blank. But what I did is select this list right here. And now that you did that, you've got this cool little drop down. And you can go in and select all different things. And then after you've done your lower level coding and you've got your different lists, what you can do is if you went in here and you said, hey, these are all negative feelings, and then you can have some down here that are positive feelings and different things like that. And these feelings are coming from leadership outcomes. So you've got all of those going on. And so what you can do is you can go in here and you can do your formulas. And you could put for your categories and themes. So basically what this formula is doing is it's pulling in anything in column C, and it's looking those up between column A and column C. So this is your full data range that it's going to be searching within column C for. And you're asking it to only bring back this range lookup. And so your formula is popping down here. So this is basically what it's saying is lookup value. So I want to look up the motivation, and then I want to go into the whole table array, which is your whole entire list of groups. So that's VLOOKUP. HLOOKUP is the same thing, but you're just going horizontal. This XLOOKUP is basically Microsoft is pushing to replace H and V. So now you could just go straight to X. And again, this is only available in the upgraded Excels. So basically what you're doing is you're going in here and you're looking at column C. And then this is where do I find column C and where do I want it to return from? So column A is where I'm going to find that match, and that's here. And I want it to bring back everything in either column B or column C. You tell it which. So right now I'm telling it column B. So it's as simple as that. Index match gets a little bit more complicated, and you want to think about it as the outside parentheses are connected and the inside parentheses are connected. So basically, you're going to index within this whole data range, which is column A through column C, and I'm going to bring back column 2. So the outsides are connected, and then you've got the insides connected. So this right here, C3, is what am I going to look up and where am I going to find lookup? It's as simple as that. Now, why I love this index match so much is because you can list a whole bunch of, hey, like say you've got somebody's name. So I want, Susan to be the first one and my last name to be the second one. So you can do first name, last name, employee ID, and birthday. And so you can have all of these matches in a row right here, and it's only going to find the concatenation of all of those matches. So that's where those formulas are going to help you. And then next is just this count formula, and I just wanted to show you this real quick. So there's count if, and there's count if s. I like count if s is my favorite. And basically what it's saying is, hey, within this whole range, what is the frequency of lack of motivation, and what's the frequency of isolation and defranchisement? So basically the first one is going to be your data range, and the second one is going to be your return value. And that's it.